Now we have a championship fight going on here right down to the finale. What's it like in your situation? You're one of the few guys that is able to go in there and race with Chad and Kevin and maybe mix it up. What situation does that put you into?
You know, I don't like to say I'm in the middle of it, but you know, they're in their own race. They're fighting for the championship, and you know, whatever it comes down to, I'm just gonna try my best to get up there with them and do everything I can just to win, to get on the podium, whatever. And you know, like I said, they're in their own race, and you know, hats off to them for fighting for the championship all the way to the end.
Is it a tough spot for you? Because I know you're friends with Chad and you ride with Chad, but Kevin, obviously, you guys go way back and you're Honda guys. Is it a tough situation when you're out there on the track with them right now, even in a heat race or practice or qualifying or anything?
Well, heat race doesn't really matter, you know. That's not where the points come in, and it's in the main that does. And you know, for me, I just try to ride my own race and not worry about them. And if they're gonna pass me, they're gonna pass me. And if not, then whatever. You know, last weekend they both came from the back, you know, and ended up 1-2. So that was kind of a crazy race, but. You know, whatever happens in the main event happens, and like I said, I'm just going to race my own race.
But them coming from behind last week, I mean, you won races earlier in the year. Those guys were in that same situation, and they couldn't catch you, and then last week they did. Is this a product of, you think, those guys stepping up because the championship is there because so much is on the line?
I think a lot has to do with that, yeah. I think they're getting into a rhythm of going really, really fast, and I know Kevin wants the championship really bad, and I know Chad does too. And you know, last weekend, I think when Kevin hit the hay bales, I honestly don't know what happened, and I think he was really pissed off. And when he started coming through the pack, he was coming like a bullet, and same with Chad. You know, he went down the first turn. I watched it on film. He just decided to ride backwards on the track, and then just turned around and started coming after us, but. You know, they were in their own rhythm, and that race was theirs. You know, there's nothing we could do about it.
Now, you're not a lock on third place here. It is close between you and your teammate Andrew Short. So what's the goal coming in here?
To beat them.
Right. And you guys talk about this in the rig because you're two teammates in the same team battling for third. I would assume there's some bonuses there, right?
I don't think I get bonus for third in points overall. Kehoe, where you at?
Yeah. Get the checkbook out.
No,
you still want to get third, though, right?
Oh, yeah, you know, for sure I want to get third. But, you know, we were talking about it. Me and Shorty were talking about it last weekend. And he thought that when Kevin was passing him, it was me. And he was like, dude, I was so pissed that you were passing me. And I said, what do you mean, dude? I passed you first lap, and then you passed me back. And he goes, well, I just didn't want you to beat me. And I said, racing's racing, bud. But, no, I think this weekend we both really want to beat each other. So, you know, we're not to the point where we're going to take each other out, but we're going to do whatever it takes to beat one another. So it's I hope I win. I mean, to be honest with you, I hope I beat them. But we'll see.
Finally, you've had some success here. You won the light shootout a couple of years back. What's it like racing out here in Vegas? It's usually one of the crazier tracks of the year, one of the longest lap times, the biggest jumps, the hardest dirt. What's it like to ride out here?
You know, track's really technical normally, and I was looking at just a second ago, and there's going to be 3 sets of whoops on it, and then a lot of times they're going to be like 4 minutes long. But I think it's going to be fun. You know, we got the flat tracking going on in the back every year, and it just makes it exciting to mix it up a little bit. You know, this year has been a lot of soft dirt, a lot of mud, and you know, now we're going to come back to hard pack, which is supposed to be all at the beginning of the year, but. I think it's going to be a fun race. The track looks really good, and it's going to be a really good race.
And, again, if you're in the lead and you got 2 guys knocking on the back door going for a title, do you ride any differently now?
Well, if I'm in the lead and Kevin and Chad are second and third, I mean, I don't really think it's going to matter what I do because it's 10-point difference, and, you know, second and third is only 2 points. So... I mean, if something happens to where, you know, one of them is like way in the back, whatever, I'm just gonna ride my own race. You know, I'm not trying to think about that, and I'm sure those guys will be up in the front riding as hard as they can. I know they both want it, so they're definitely not gonna let anything get in the way of it.